What's good, family? Brethren. Yeah, I'm out here chilling at this park, man. While it just rained, man, so you got that fresh, cool air going on. But I got my umbrella. Oh, yeah. You know, man, I'm up here thinking about the world events and stuff like that. And I'm looking at, I just want to bottom line that this for you, brothers. I feel compelled to tell the brother and a few sisters who be stalking and stuff. Man, speaking of stalkers, man, I had this broad hit me up on her Facebook, stalking me, man. So I'm like, I hit her up back. I'm like, all right. She commented on one of my photos, and just a thirsty chick. So I hit her up, and then I'm like, I said, well, look, give me a call, whatever. And then she called me, and then she talking about, basically, she had hit me up before, but she be trying to play this game, the push-pull, tug-of-war, bullcrap game where, I wouldn't be trying to, keep you lingering and stuff. I said, look, I don't even really like you, but I told her literally straight up, like what I'm saying right now is what I told her. Like, you irritating, I don't really like you. And I said, the reason I'm even contacting you is because you contacted me. And I was gonna block you, but you don't go away. And and then the bitch hit me up again yesterday or so. So I called her. I said, what's up, stalker? She don't go away, man. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go block her, especially after what I'm about to tell you. She said something like, well, basically she trying to, you already done. This is what I'm talking about, the power angle. She already done exposed that she like me and stuff, and she the one pursuing me. I have zero pursuit to this bitch. And so I'm like, well, she's some chunky black bitch, so let me, she might be a concubine, but she's still trying to play these games and try to do the push-pull and keep me interested. I'm like, I don't even freaking like you. The only reason I even know you exist is because you contacted me. This is what I'm talking about, not even approaching broads. It make no sense. Say hi, how you doing, and keep it pushing, and then so the kicker is this. This bitch really messed up. She said, oh, you kind of, basically she was like, I got a man now, but, you my man. I'm like, bitch, what you mean I'm your man? I'm thankful that you told me you got a man, because I ain't trying to get clipped out here. So I told her basically, hey, I told her, man, this is easy pussy. So I told her, but then again, here you go, covetousness, adultery, and then the risk of getting killed. None of these bitches is worth me risking my integrity. So then she was like, well, humana, we could be friends, humana. I was like, yeah, whatever. No, we ain't gonna be no friends. I think I'm gonna block her, man, because, like, yo, you should have taken opportunity when I gave you the fishing line last time. Now your ass clipped. And I'm thinking, if I block her, that she still be drawing other bitches. So I'm like, hey, bring me you taking, but bring me one of your friends, and nah, you my man. Bitch, I ain't your man. What do you think this is? I'm the important one, bitch. You ain't nothing. Hey, I told her she wasn't basically nothing. She just keep coming back, bro. Like, and then still try to do the push-pull. It's over now, because now you got a dude. I ain't even know that. That's probably why she went ghost on a nigga. Because these women be having some dude that they like or to pay the bills and then try to slide over to you. I'm not going to be nobody's side piece. I don't care about hitting them used up cheeks that much. I want my own. I want to be dominant over a bitch. I want a woman to follow my instructions. I'm a man. You know what I mean? I'm not about sneaking and be going behind some other dude, because this bitch is, now if she be sneaking and all that, if I know that she got a dude, it's over. Even if I really sexually am attracted to her, it's over. There ain't no sense. Forget that. I'm talking about light. I'm talking about white chick and light mixed chick I've kicked to the side, and recently some fat black chick that I don't even count her because she wasn't even attractive, but I thought it was a layup, and find out she had a situation. Like, dang, how you gonna be fat and a black chick and you already got access? That's what I'm saying, man. These bros got super access, bro. Even fat bitches, they talking about, yeah, that's why you don't want no pretty woman, because the pretty woman do this and the pretty woman do that. Man, you know how many ugly bitches that got multiple dudes, man, and think that they tens, bro? There ain't no certain calculation. If she's pretty or 8, 9, or 10, then yeah, she gonna have more arrogance and all that. She probably be easier to talk to. And if you gonna be dealing with a broad, why would you want to be with a broad that, you know, you ain't really even attracted to? You know, just look at her and you get a hard on. That's it. That's what you want. Yeah, the ugly chick is just like, well, you know, hey, you know, why not? You know. But anyways, enough of that. But I don't even know how I got on that. But yeah, that made me angry. Cause I'm like, I got off the phone quick. She want to keep lingering. Oh, well, we could be friends. I don't even value you. I don't care about you. You don't even. I forgot about you, except that you be on my doggone comments and stuff and commenting on my stuff. And I'm like, maybe I could let her stay doing that, and then she'll bring other bras and they'll expose her being a simp. She'll expose herself and then draw more other female attention to me, which I'm thinking about doing that. But I didn't put the photo up to get commented on. I just put it up. I don't know. I was just chilling, but yeah, I like simps, female simps, but I don't like female simps in relationships. I despise that, bro. Like, man, get out of here. You wasting my time, bro. That's a side note. I didn't mean to take all this time, but that was something that was kind of, that was something that was kind of bothering me and stuff. You know, these bras don't care. They relentless. They careless. It's a bunch of careless hoes doing what they want to do, bro. Fat, ugly. And you got ugly chicks with rosters, man. It's just fat chicks used to be relegated to, like, they used to have low self-esteem, you know, but now since more so, I've seen the whole development since the dating websites popped up and stuff. Now bitches can take photos. Now we know about getting catfished and stuff, where the woman take photos at a certain angle. Now niggas red pill done put dudes up on game as to how these hoes roll. One of my female cousins, she told me about how you could take certain photos at certain angles and twist your hips and suck in your gut a little bit and perk up your tits. And I was looking, I said, dang, you look skinny. Because, you know, I seen her photo. I was like, you don't look like this. And then she was like, yeah, you know, you do this, do that, use a girdle, turn, twist, you know, swallow so that your turkey neck don't show. With the woman, man, primarily, it's all about deception, man. Fake makeup, fake eyelashes, cumbrellas, fake this, fake that, fake hair, girdles. It's like, dang. Do you see a woman that's actually authentically pretty? She don't need nothing like that. She might have a few pimples or something, and maybe she uses a little makeup, but the raw material is beautiful. You know, I know a few chicks like that, you know, and then when you add makeup, it just accentuates the beauty that she already got. But beautiful women really don't need beauty to be beauty. I mean, I'm talking about t-shirt and literal t-shirt and jeans. You can do her hair a little bit and back in a ponytail or something. Beauty, you know, just regular, real beauty, 8s, 9s, and 10s. You don't want no 8, 9, and 10 because they be having access to all these men. And these 4s and 3s who think they 10s, you think they don't? And the fact that, I'm going to get to my real point, man. Dang, I'm rambling. But you look at these ugly broads, they be getting ran through because other dudes think that they easy targets. And so and I've been guilty of that. Hey, this is a layup right here. You find out this broad got a roster and she choosy. How you going to have a roster and you choosy and you a 2 or 3? Gosh, man. Oh, boy. So I don't even know how I got on this rant, but, man, you know, the most I do a cyber attack on this bitch. All that social media and all that, man, they ain't gonna be able to blow up hoes' egos. Speaking of attack, now let's get to the main point of this video. I was thinking about things that's going. It was bugging me, man. But now I'm looking at what's going on in the world, man. Iran versus the state of Israel. Keep it straightforward and clear. America's been basically fighting Iran through the state of Israel. the state of Israel and America has been funding genocide and acts of terrorism against the Arabs in the land of Gaza, in the land of Israel. So it is what it is. Your tax dollars at work. Everybody know that. But now the question is, will America get directly involved in the attack in the war of Iran? Will America get physically involved personally? And the reality is they're already involved, bro. The state of Israel is getting their asses handed to them, and the Iranians got crap loads of missiles, and they testing new stuff. Basically, with this long-range war, I'm going to tell you about what I have observed and looked at all these different talking heads, and the conclusion I came to on this specific point is that the only way that America, aka the state of Israel and America, it can even defeat Persia or Iran is by using a nuclear weapon. They don't have enough troops to mount an attack on Iran. And this other thing too. America is in such, like, damn, like Trump is really like set his own shoes on fire. Like, this nigga is, and that's what I'm saying. He can't be this stupid, bro. I think that the people that paid him hundreds of millions of dollars on this campaign trail, he's slave to those people, the Jewish people. He's slave to all the different people, the campaign contributors and stuff. He got to bow down to that. The crazy part is he actually have the ability, the opportunity, I should say. Even all this, the tariff wars, stupid decision. The war on Yemen, stupid decision. Like, he's a hypocrite. He went against all he said he was going to do. This is just one moment that he gets salvage. All the talking heads is basically saying that this dude, if he go in Iran, his presidency is cooked. America cannot defeat Iran, what do you call it, with regular weapons. They got to use a nuclear weapon, basically. And if he do that, this is what I'm saying, a kingdom divided amongst itself. The intelligence agencies that tell the president what's the real deal and supposed to give him his briefings, his intelligence briefings, CIA and all that. They have all concluded, all of them. And he just basically took a dump on his intelligence advisor that he hired because it goes against, and it goes against the Jewish people's desire. Their desire is to, what was it called? The plan? When they go turn militant, or they go turn Islam against basically Arabs against the Zionists and Christian Zionists, and let them mutually destroy each other, and then they're bringing Lucifer, their god, into the earth. It's called the plan. It's some kind of Satanist thing, and you're seeing it pretty much right now. What you seeing, in my opinion, you see Netanyahu, who's a war criminal and a terrorist, based on international law. If he don't push the button on Iran and push this thing further, he going to prison. And if Trump don't push the button, he's because he's a sellout. He basically kind of sold out America if you look at it. Because if the people that want this war is like the Jewish people that funded his candidacy, his presidency. So they want the next step, the next nuclear war. They the Netanyahu camp, if you will. And if he don't do that, then, something might, I don't know. I don't know, they already tried twice to get him out of there. Allegedly, second time, I don't know about that. But so, and then but he in a conflict because all the white folks and the American people, the MAGA people was behind him. And I was even behind this dude, morally. I was like, this dude, man, he's saying the right things. If I cared about this country's continuation, I probably would have voted for the nigga. No, I would have if I cared. And if I thought that vote even mattered. But anyways, because he had me convinced that he was going to stay out of wars, build the American economy. He's done the opposite of that. He got a new hot war with Iran. He's funding that. He's funding a war of genocide in the land of Israel against the Arabs, the Palestinians. He's funding I mean, a genocide killing tens of thousands of children, and this motherfucker, like, this is what this dude is. He promoting Joe Biden 2.0. So I'll be real pissed off if I was some white dude or a white folk who voted for this savage. As a matter of fact, a lot of his people that got him in office are against him. You know what I mean? Your Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, all these other people that really believed in his bull. And so I'm like, dang, maybe. So he in a real bad situation if he don't do what his Israeli Jewish funders funded him to do, which is start this war with Iran. If you don't do that, then, you know, there might be other consequences. Everybody can be touched based on what they said. So if you don't do that, so he pulled between two minds. But he got his MAGA people who got him in office in the first place, and in his own word, he's justified, or his own words, he condemned. His own words said he gonna keep America out of wars. He gonna keep and improve the economy. He did the exact opposite of this. Now, this is a pinnacle point, I believe. Netanyahu needs this war with Iran to escalate because they're getting their asses kicked, and the only way he stay out of prison is that if he keep the war going. Trump, he really can save his own skin and keep some level of respect by not getting into the war. You know what I mean? And basically saying, y'all need to work it out, whatever. But if he do that, then that'll be going, will the state of Israel escalate? So, and he got Iran sitting back chilling. They basically just firing a few missiles every day, and they good. They got their missile defense system. You know, they poised and ready for a major American attack, I think. So, but Trump, man, he in a compromised position. He damned if he do it, damned if he don't. If he don't, then he ain't gonna have no respect to the people that got him up in there, his MAGA people. You know, the white folk who wanted to make America great again. He betrayed them already. So I was thinking about, man, this dream I had, or this vision I had, man, this big explosion going on, bro. I'm thinking like, they say it could be, you know, nukes here already in America. And so I'm like, dang, if you really look at it. So my thought is like, brothers, prepare for something going on that could happen here, man. From already internal, like, cell groups. And I heard a few prophecies about that. But, I mean, hey, man. I mean, I would say prepare your mind for that. Because you're going to have, and then, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Trump can't really initiate this war. I can't see. This is what the Netanyahu, when I say him, I mean the Jewish people and those who want this. What Netanyahu want is to escalate to the next level because his skin is on the line, or he go to prison. So it's a must for him to escalate this thing. He's already a terrorist. He's already a genocidal terrorist. So he got to keep this going. He murdering all these. This happened. I mean, the guy. I mean, you know, the dude's an open genocide dude, man. But because, you know, he white and nobody really say nothing about it. They've been able to cover it up for a minute, but really, the sheet, the curtain is becoming. They removing the curtain. Everybody pretty much hate the state of Israel, the Israeli people. So it's a must for this dude to escalate, or else he go to prison. And it's for Trump, it's a must in a way to escalate. But he can't because the people behind him, the MAGA people, is like 80%, 90% of people do not want a war with Iran. And you know, so his own constituents, his own base is like, we do not want a war. We do not want a war. So I have concluded they have to have some kind of false flag. This is my bottom line. They got to have some kind of false flag. And it could be nuclear event. It could be an EMP or something here, literally here in America. I don't know. But if it happened here in America, man, you already know, then that's going to be they go ahead and go ahead with the war in Iran. Trump can't go against. So like what I'm saying is like, everything is positioned for Trump to use some common sense and back out of this attack, which is probably why, at least as of right now, he has not given a go-ahead to do so. But with a false flag event, or some kind of like 9/11 event, but bigger, some wider scale, as I said before. Something like that happen, all bets are off. Everybody who's against them, they go use like that movie I told y'all, Wag the Dog, man. They go create an event, bro. And that's the point that America is right now. And see, it could touch right here in America is what I'm saying. And it could be their own government doing the stuff. You ain't gonna ever go hear the truth. Like I said, who gonna tell you? The president gonna tell you the truth? Come on, bro. Dude's a chronic liar, man. So you ain't, let's say, nukes go off, some big attack go off. They're gonna blame Iran, and it ain't gonna matter if the Iran did it or not, because it ain't gonna matter. Iran is winning the war right now. Iran has more missiles than the state of Israel. The initial decapitation strike didn't work. So now a war of attrition take place, and Iran got more missiles, and it's bigger than the state of Israel. The only equalizer, Iran don't have a nuke as of right now. So the only equalizer would be nuclear bombs. And so, I mean, the only way that the America can beat, and Israel, the state of Israel can beat Iran, is through use of nuclear weapons. It cannot beat it conventionally, because that would require ground troops. You know what I'm saying? And you look at here in America, ain't no majority of people ain't going to, if they do a draft, ain't nobody going to fight for this country, bro. But if you create some kind of event, a trigger event or something, and these Americans are great at the okie doke and just creating a crisis and planting somebody as the bad guy, like that movie Wag the Dog. Oh, Iran did this. Look at this. And then I remember, the reason I say this, because I lived through the 9/11 stuff. I was like 20 or 18, I don't remember. But I remember, and I don't believe that it was like what they said it was, because I seen too many videos before those videos got taken away, but I seen too many videos to the contrary. And I was like, when I first saw it, I was at work and I said, why do they keep showing this implosion of these buildings over and over? Why do they keep showing the implosion of these buildings? I said, what's the significance of these stupid buildings being imploded and collapsing over and over? And so, and they just kept showing you over and over and over. And then it's a whole, I don't even want to get into all of the conspiracies and all of the different points of views. Basically, a lot of people, based on facts and stuff, they showed that it was a inside job, and it wasn't, it wasn't like what they were saying, you know what I mean? And it was false, basically. And it was an inside job. Basically, people were saying that the towers collapsed because they was actually built to withstand multiple planes going into them, and multiple planes crashing into them, I should say. So the point is, and when it came down in a perfect fashion, is what they were saying. And so a perfect implosion fashion. So basically people were saying, and experts were saying, that many have been silenced and disappeared from the face of the earth, conveniently. But anyways, many people say it was an inside job. Other people argue, nah, it couldn't be, blah, blah, blah. And then here comes the war on terror and, all this bull crap. So they doing the same kind of thing. I remember this because I lived through it. And they said, Iran, Saddam Hussein got weapons of mass destruction. It's the same playbook. Now they saying, Iran has a nuclear weapon. Da-da-da. It's the same playbook. And they go, so, man, it might go to the next level where they actually do some kind of a 9/11 event. And then the American people, will they be stupid? Will they be sheep? Oh my God, Iran nuked, New York City, or Iran did this. And then Trump will come, we've done all that we could in negotiations. And now I am declaring war on Iran for its act upon this terrorist attack. We have told you that Iran is a terrorist nation. You can it's Wag the Dog, bro. It's Wag the Dog, the movie. And I'm saying this before this happens, so if it do, you know what it is. My question is, what the hell is the motivation of Iran to do this? They're already winning. They're already winning the war. They're already winning against the state of Israel, bro. The state of Israel cannot beat, other than like some, it's like more acts of terrorism or some drone attacks and some cyber attack or something like that. But the best, it's like, from what I understand, the best knockout option that they had is when they first initially did this attack against Iran. While Iran was expecting the negotiations, they probably let their guard down. But that was their best chance to destroy Iran. And then Iran came with hundreds of missiles, and now the state of Israel is like, oh, America help us, America help us. But at the same time, they spitting that they win in the war. So if you win, the state of Israel is saying that they win in the war and that Iran is almost defeated. It's just a matter of a few days. We'll have this wrapped up real quick. Well, if you got it wrapped up real quick, what the hell do you need America to come in for? You got it wrapped up real quick. Y'all got to remember who own the media, bro. Who own the financial system? Who own the movies? Who own the media? The Jewish people, bro. They master the dude, man. That's a Wag the Dog movie, bro. They masters of the narrative and the propaganda machine and the witchcraft, bro. That's what they do. Look at all your movie producers. Steinberg and Spielberg and something Steen and all this. So they masters of that movie, bro. I expect some kind of attack, bro. That's where I'm at. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but watching this stuff over the years, I'm like, I would not be surprised. The specific type of attack, I might be surprised, but it had to be bigger than 9/11, man. It had to be something to rattle the American people, to rally behind Trump, because they completely against him. And then that's all you need is a crisis for foolish people to, well, that's not right. Iran, they did this to us. And then the people ain't gonna know if Iran really did it to them, because people don't do research. And if people did research and cared, they'd already be marching in the streets. Not no planned protests and stuff. They're already done, Americans is like docile and drugged, man. So my thought is that, man, just prepare for the worst, man. Some type of attack happened, man. All bets are off. They gonna blame Iran. You ain't gonna really hear nothing about it, probably. You know what I mean? It is that's the narrative. Because Trump, basically what I'm saying is this. Trump is damned if he do, damned if he don't. If he don't do nothing, then his supporters and the Jewish lobby who own America, policies and how America move in the Congress, who own them, everybody in their pocket, then he gonna, this pressures that can be applied and all that. Do we got the balls to? I don't see this dude as no man of integrity. He already shown so. I was somewhat hopeful for the sake of people who actually care about America. I was like, man, maybe this dude actually do what he said he gonna do, because he said a good sales pitch. He sold some really diamond level snake oil, package, man. But I anticipate some kind of event happening, man, and then that'll be the catalyst. I'm reluctant to do this, but we gotta go in Iran. We gotta destroy their nuclear facilities. We gotta, and by the time I make this video, it's the first day of June the 20th, first day of summer. Welcome to the first day of summer, brothers. But as of this time, maybe they already done did the attack. I don't know, man. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna look over some stuff and see if anything took place while I made this video. But I anticipate that's the only way he can really get out of this, is that the spin doctors come in and do something, create a narrative and stuff like that. And they own the media, they own everything, so it'd be quite easy to create a narrative, man. Now, I ain't saying that Iran, how I understand is that Iran and the state of Israel is taking losses, but the state of Israel ain't never took no losses like this. They used to being a terrorist and terrorizing people and killing kids and women and stuff. They used to doing that and not receiving no blowback because they like the Chihuahua who got the big brother United States with the big bombs. And so now the big brother United States got their ass kicked by the little bitty Yemenis Houthis in Yemen. So the big brother is already been exposed for having weaknesses. So now this is the expulsion of Esau. Yeah, I mean, they getting exposed. So right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just sitting back and seeing, it's funny how that attack took place around Friday the 13th. Last week. And that was against Iran. And that's, 3313, that's some kind of Masonic, Freemason number or something like that in sorcery and witchcraft or whatever. I ain't in all that, but I do understand certain things. But like the 13th tribe or something like that. But yeah, man, I see this stuff escalating. You have to sit back and see what's popping, man, and see how this thing go. But I see that being a possibility, man. And then they be like, oh, we got to go in Iran. And the majority of American people ain't, dang, these biting flies are getting on my legs. But the majority of these people is not going to really, they ain't really going to, dang, he's biting flies on the brother's leg. But yeah, they not, I foresee that happening, man. But anyways, brothers, like, share, subscribe if you want to, and, support the channel using the Cash App in the description if you want to. I wish you all the best, man. It might be good to get some prep, some food, get some more ammo if you can, protect you and your family. It might get hot and spicy. This might be a hot summer. No, this is a hot summer already. Dude, this is a hot summer. We literally on one step away from war with Iran, and that's huge. And this is the prayers that said, no more wars in the Middle East, no more needless wars. Didn't he run on that? So how can you trust this dude's word? When he even contradicting the word of his his head direct intelligence provider, person, Chelsea Gabbard or whatever, or Tulsi Gabbard. So he don't even respect the people he put in office. So there's division in Babylon, America. I look at it, I like it. It is what it is. It's showing me that, remember, if a kingdom is divided, how can it stand? And America is definitely divided. Oh, dude, these biting flies. But America is definitely divided. But yeah, man, so I'm about to separate and divide myself from these biting flies out here. Anyways, brothers, peace.